Hello thrifters, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing one of my favorite things, which is taking a trip to the thrift store. I'm heading to a thrift store called Dejavu to see what treasures we can find. I'm on the hunt for some large print polka dots and maybe some interesting cardigans as well. For the polka dots, I've been pretty picky and I haven't been able to find what I'm looking for, so I'm trying to figure out if I actually want to participate in this trend or if I'd rather just appreciate it from afar. So we'll see what we can find, but you know that half the fun of thrifting is finding the unexpected, so we're also just going to look around. Let's go. Okay, we've made it to the Dejavu Recycle Store. It's a pretty big shop filled with secondhand items, and it has this cute kitty as its mascot. Here they have rainbow carts, and next to it is their remake section where they reuse clothes that don't sell and remake them into other items such as bags or hats like these, which look really cool, but are you willing to pay $56 for a hat? The price of sustainability can be very high. There's also a substantial menswear section, but I won't be going through that today. I'll be starting in the women's wear, including chic boys. Very open-minded. Some of their racks are organized by color, which is very pleasing to the eye, and here are some of the brands that we'll be seeing today. I'm always drawn to colorful or fun sweaters, especially this one. But you need to be careful because as you can see there's a stain on it. And another thing about this store is that they don't show you the prices on the tag. You need to download their app and scan the QR code, and only then you can see the prices. So half the time I'm just too lazy to do that. If they happen to have a lot of items from one brand, then they'll organize specifically by that brand, so if there is a certain brand that you like the items from, it's so much easier to find those pieces. I really like the patterns on these shirts, especially this one. I've been really into paisley lately, so let's check out the price. Okay, this one comes to almost $7. I like finding all the fun pattern tops in here, and I see some polka dots, but not the type I'm looking for. This pink and yellow shirt's really cute. It seems to be a little sheer, but I'll check the price on that one. It's $11, which is a little pricey. I do like checking out all the fun colors as well, and I'm really drawn to this orange and blue shirt here. I really like that color combination. It's so pretty, but it seems to have some flaws near the shoulder, so I'll leave that behind. Here are some other pretty patterns. I really like florals. I like this one, but I think it would be a little too small for me, but let's check the price anyway. $12.50. Here is a jacket and a blazer section, and I don't usually wear denim jackets, but I really like the look of them and I wish I liked wearing them more, so I do enjoy checking them out. Some of them are pretty plain, and others are quite interesting, like this one. That's an Urban Revivo brand, and I really love how it looks. All of these patterns look like they would be really great in the fall. This one is a lot of fun. I like the pattern on it. So how about we check the price? $21 is a little more than I want to spend on that. But I do really like this one. I love the embroidery on it. It has tigers, and the colors are so pretty. This is also an Urban Revivo brand, and it's kind of like a silky texture as well. It looks like a varsity jacket, and maybe I'll hold on to that. I don't know yet if I want to spend $19.50 on this. This cardigan is super cute, but it kind of looks like a few that I already own, so I probably won't get it. This is one I already own, but if I didn't, I would buy it again. The store is super hot, and I am very sweaty. Now, this is a very interesting shirt from Zara. I love the sheen on it. It's very metallic. It kind of reminds me of a baseball shirt, and it's very America. Okay, let's take a look down this rack of Zara clothing. This strawberry sweater is so cute, and I really like this vest. Doesn't it look like the Mystery Machine from Scooby-Doo? The colors are so fun. Maybe I'll try it on. It's almost $10. Now we're looking through some floral dresses. Not that I need more floral dresses because one, I have enough, and two, it's autumn and I don't wear too much floral in the autumn. The ruching on that one probably wouldn't work for me. And this one looks like it would be a little too tight. Here's an interesting cardigan, but I do find it a little difficult to wash that material. Here's another beautiful top, or is it a cardigan? I don't really know. It's a little too short, but I really love those colors. And here's a fabulous skirt, which I already know is by designer Fiona Chen, and I have a feeling it's a little out of my price range. Yes, it is. Okay, look at this shirt. Does it or does it not remind you of the pistachio in the Dubai chocolate? I feel like it wouldn't wash very well, but I can still appreciate it. And the one next to it has such a beautiful pattern, but the material is kind of stiff and I don't like wearing that type of fabric. Here's a beautiful dress. This is very whimsical and it has little characters on it. And what's the brand? It's Coach. Here's some polka dots, but again, it's not the polka dot I'm looking for. I'm looking for a larger scale polka dot and I just haven't been able to find it yet. This cardigan is very colorful and fuzzy. Interesting brand too. I like this one a lot too. I like how it's sporty and colorful at the same time. A little bit out of my price range today. Now let's take a look at some vests. This one's very pretty. I really like the colors, but I do have a lot of vests, so I need to be kind of picky when buying them. This one reminds me of a s'more. I really like it, so let's check the price. A little high for a vest. I like this one too. It's very Western, and the price is a little more reasonable. I found some more cute patterned tops and some snake print, which I've really been into lately, but it looks a little long for me, so I'll probably leave it behind. And this one, wow, the collar is amazing, but I don't think I'll fit this one. It looks a little small, but it's just so beautiful. This is the type of polka dot I do want, and those jewels are so beautiful. But again, I don't think it'll fit me. And the price is a little high. I love the look of this vintage style Disney. I know it's not vintage, but the pattern of it is vintage inspired. These pants are so adorable, but they are definitely way too small, but I can appreciate them on the hanger. And this is one I already own, but I would buy it again. Okay, let's go to the fitting room and check out some of these pieces. The first piece I chose is the embroidered jacket from Urban Revivo, and I do like the jacket a lot. I think it's very pretty, but I don't often wear varsity style jackets because I don't think it fits my style very well, so I'm not sure I'll buy it. The second piece is the vest that looks like Mystery Machine, and I really love the colors, but my problem is that it feels a little bulky, and my shirt underneath is very thin, so it's definitely not that. So I need some time to think about if I like this enough to buy it. I don't think I showed you this one yet. It's a very lightweight knit vest from Urban Revivo, and it looks very pretty when it's unbuttoned. I think it would go with a lot of what's in my wardrobe, but the question is, do I really need it? And I don't really like it buttoned up. It doesn't look like it fits as well. So I think I'll leave it behind. Here's the paisley top that you saw towards the beginning. I definitely like it better on the hanger. I think the elasticated sleeves are a little uncomfortable and too short, and I really hate this word, but it does make me feel a little frumpy, so I don't think I'll be taking this one with me. I'll show you some other parts of the store now because they do have a lot more than clothing. They also sell dishware, which is pretty interesting, and that's a really cute mug. They have a bunch of various household items, and they even have furniture. They've also started selling secondhand books. They have expensive bags, purses of all kinds, and lots of accessories, including scarves, fun little knickknacks, and even shoes. They also have a section for sportswear and other equipment like backpacks. I wasn't able to find any shoes in my size, so I took a look at the scarves, and this one reminds me of something that I would have worn in the early 2010s. And this scarf is pretty interesting. They have a lot of little keychains, mostly Disney, and lots of Lena Bell. Also some headbands, but I'm not really sure I would buy headbands from the thrift store. They have a huge selection of hats, and I particularly like this cherry one. And I can only imagine the cool bro who had this on their head. They even have a section for jewelry, which is great, and they've really branched out lately. But as you can see, my cart is empty, so none of these pieces resonated with me. Okay, I'm all done at the thrift store, and as you saw, I wasn't able to find anything, but I wouldn't consider that a bad thing. I think if we want to do more mindful shopping, we shouldn't just pick pieces that might not fit us perfectly or we don't like. And I would still consider it a successful day because I enjoyed walking around the thrift store, and it's actually a lot different than it was the last time I was here. So it was fun seeing all the new things they're selling, like books and houseware items. And there actually is a small secondhand market just around the corner from here, so I'm going to go check that out as well. I guess I spoke too soon because I did end up finding 2 pieces at the secondhand market. I know a lot of those clothes at the Dejavu thrift store were really cute, but I also know that they would spend a majority of time in my closet, and the prices really aren't that cheap, so I don't need them that badly. Now for what I bought at the market. I bought this green top and it was about $5. Now it looks a little basic, kind of looks like a gym shirt, but I just can't resist the Gumby green. I've also been pretty intrigued by the bubble hem trend coming back, but I didn't really care enough to go out and buy something new just for the sake of a trend. So this shirt reminds me of the bubble hem because the bottom has the elastic. The arms are also kind of like a bubble hem as well. So I really like it. And I normally don't like having elastic around the arms, but this one is not uncomfortable. I also bought this bright pink patterned scarf for about $1.50. And honestly, when I saw this scarf, I thought about how well it could go with the green shirt I just showed you, so I decided to buy them both. Let's style them up. The first outfit I thought to style using both the shirt and the scarf just had to include this striped skirt. So many bright colors. I love it. The pattern of the scarf is so fun with the stripes. I kept all my other accessories bright and bold as well. The bubble hem of the shirt adds some visual interest, and I was able to cover up the boring neckline with the scarf. I would consider this a winning outfit. I also wanted to try styling this top in a different way, and to cover up the plain neckline, I decided to use my fake collar. I think this color combo is very unusual, but I do love it, especially with the white boots to echo the white in the skirt and the collar. I kept the accessories within the color palette to help spread the colors around the outfit, but I went with a contrasting bag for some extra color. Okay, that's it for our thrifting adventure. Which pieces would you have brought home from the thrift store? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this thrift with me, don't forget to give it a like. It really helps my channel grow. And if you want to see more styling videos, thrift hauls, and outfit inspo, make sure to subscribe so you won't miss the next one. Thanks for hanging out with me today, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!